Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Um, I have been on here for a bit, and I've actually been trading with the villagers. Trading, breeding, doing basically everything I need. Right? I have like 10 FPS, really? But I've basically been AFK letting my farms grow. Also moved my cows, finally. I have the farm fully up and running. But I also have sugarcane. I have extended my sugarcane farm, and I'm quite happy about that. But for this episode, I'm probably just gonna go mining. If I can find more iron, there we go. Needs me another iron to pick. And then I can just go mining, and y'all, I have some fishing rod. So I can just go mining. Not have to worry about making any new farms or anything else of that sort. So please enjoy the time lapse. Okay, I didn't realize how many children there were until just now. Whoops. And you need one of the composters. I think this one right here is his. Oh, right. I was gonna share out the time lapse. I'll probably wait to the end. I'm not sure. What is that? What's happening? Can I get my book back? Please. You could just, you know it. Y'all don't want to go in there. Okay. Thank you. I forgot. I got the line going. Thank you. That's quite easy. Can't be right there. You have to be right here. You have to be right here. Wait, we need fire too. Throw bread right there. Throw bread there. And I forgot to get the compost and put it down. Oops. Oh wait. He's not a compost, is he? He is. He's a farm. 1, 2. Aw. Is it because of this? Okay. It is. Sorry, sir, but that is actually his point. If I were to get rid of all of them, he should Right? And put this right here. Like that. Right. There you have these over here that needs to be claimed by one of y'all. Actually, both of y'all. And this should now be yours. Dang it! Go to the one over here. Go. Alright. There we go. I wish I knew you want one. But this means we can now start working on getting mending. We'll be alright. Before I show you the time lapse of being getting mending, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a mining time lapse, which actually didn't take all that long. And I'm gone. Oh, I'm over here. Wait, what? Okay. Apparently I came over here. My bad. No, it actually didn't take all that long. I'll be honest. It was only 9 minutes, I think, and I actually did find some diamonds. Found 9 total, I think. And then here I accidentally miscounted by 1. I miscounted by 1. 1 whole block. Now I had to make a new diamond pickaxe and blah blah blah. And it's actually because of my mistake in which I found these. I was very happy about that. But you can tell that I miscounted by 1 because the whole thing shifted by 1. And this was painful because it took me a while to count how many blocks this was, and then I miscounted by 1. And then that's gonna be it. As for this one, you can tell just how quickly this took. Just watch. Look at the villager. And then so basically what happened was I used all of the clay that I got from over here, and when I had it, I turned it into clay blocks, and I've just lined it up right here, turned it into clay balls, sold it to him, got enough emeralds, and bought a, ooh, wait, whoa, you know you could do that. And then I just bought a very nice book, not book, um, bookshelf. There we go. Anyway, back into. But this was the villager that I was punching, so I completely understand it. Here you go. But yeah, nine diamonds, not too bad. As soon as I get enough emeralds to grow, then I can get mending and put it on my diamond pick, and then get more diamonds. Okay, did he just come through the wall? What just happened? And we have more baby villagers. But that was very quick, easy, right? And we put another villager here. 1, 2, 3, and then just line them up alongside the wall. Alright, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then we can finally put down my first bookshelf. But with that all said and done, probably gonna end it right here. I know it's a bit shorter, but I spent a lot of time doing this. So I will see y'all later. Goodbye. Hello. I'm back. Okay. Today, what I am doing, I'm completing base, roof, the floor. I'm getting my full enchantment table completely done. Fully 30 levels. Okay? I'll also be getting mending for my pickaxe, my diamond pickaxe. Okay? This will most definitely take a while. Okay? I'm working on getting replay mod to work with Optifine because if you didn't notice, I am using Optifine and I'm so happy about it. Anywho, you could also tell by the way the torch just lights everything up. I have already started with, some of the roof. I finished all the walls. So I've already started on some of the roof. I started smelting a bunch. This was so that I could just go AFK yesterday. It actually works quite well, quite nicely. So, I just want to let y'all know what I will be doing. Because I am about to head off and try to get replay mod to work so I can do a time lapse. Please sit back and relax as y'all watch this time lapse. I'm sorry, that was so funny. The iron golem moving is just extremely funny. But I hope y'all understand how much time I put into this. I myself don't know how much time I put into this. But it's definitely been more than an hour. Some parts I cut out because, I didn't want to show. For instance, me mining trees. Eventually I did, show that. But I just didn't want to share it out the first time. And right there I paused so I can get more done, I think. Oh. But, like I said, once I get done with the roof, I'm gonna do the floor, and then I need to do the enchanting table. But I kind of got sidetracked and did the glass before I did the floor. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think I did. I can't remember. What I do. Sorry. The way he moves is just so fun. What I do remember, though, is having to go out a bunch of times to get materials like clay balls so I can trade for emeralds, and go out to get more spruce to make the floor. Now, it's not 100% done, but I have all the blocks placed, so now I can work on interior, like, archways, lighting, walls, and all the other stuff that I've been needing to do. Okay. The auto sorter is probably going to have to wait. I'll probably make a second floor, and that would be the auto sorter. Would be the second floor. So, hopefully, I can get that done future. But the idea I was going for was a silo. Whoa. Oh, this is because of Octopine. I think I am over here getting wood. Hold up. Sorry. Apparently the character itself didn't load in, so I couldn't find it. But here it is. Now this is actually the second time I am chopping down trees. And I actually did pretty decent job with it. But in total, it took me about an hour to get this entire thing completed. Because I had to keep on waiting for stone. I had to destroy a lot of things, right? And I just had to do a lot of different things before I could actually finish. But some of my favorite things are the outcome. I love how it looks. It looks great. I truly think the lanterns could be better placed, but until I can get the archways built and everything else built, the lanterns are probably going to have to stay where they are. So are the torches. Because this is not your normal house. Because most houses I've seen are either really big, but there's a bunch of walls, there's which is why there's not that much darkness within, because there's so many walls inside the house. But when you really open it up, there's going to be a bunch of dark areas. Right? There's going to be dark areas in almost every room you could possibly find if you take down the walls. Which is why this area right here is so dark. And then right here, I think I'm going out to get clay. Yeah. Optifine works quite rarely. You see? But right here, I'm probably going out to get clay. Trying to see here. I was actually getting more wood. Never mind. We haven't made it that far. But this is probably my favorite project that I've done in a long time. Besides my auto sorter project in Lifesteal, this is probably my favorite one that I've done by myself in complete survival. Taking that down took actually quite longer than you think, because I had to get underneath the beds and everything. I had to do all these different things before I could place down the floor. But all in all, I think the finished project was really good. And once I get it completely finished with all the archways, all the decoration, and everything else, then I'll be completely done. I'm pretty sure this is me doing, yep, me doing the glass. Um, because I was tired of seeing the line across the bottom. I think I have one more glass I need to place before finish. Yeah, I have just one more piece of glass, and then I'm actually done. And then here I'm just looking for things to trade. I think I used diorite to trade with the smith, and then I think I'm going out to get clay right now. I'm not sure if I went out to get clay. It moves quite a bit fast, so. Oh, wait, no, I went out to kill cows. Never mind. Yep, never mind. If you're seeing me swimming by, let me know. And right here, I'm just getting as much clay as I possibly can so that I can trade it with my mason. But if I'm being honest with you, I wish there was a bit more clay here. because it took me a while to find all the clay that I needed. And right here, I'm just working on the enchanting table to get it all worked and fixed all the way to max level. I actually don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, okay, I know what I'm doing here. I'm just getting coal. Shouldn't take all that long. This is when I found out that I could trade uh, diorite. Like, yep, yeah, I think that's what it is. That's when I found out I could trade diorite with venison. And that was it. But with all that said and done, I still need to do walls and arches and better lighting and get all the villagers into their little things. Once all of that is done, and well, yeah, once all of that is done, I can then start building around it and make bigger projects later in the future. You know, now that I think about it, my previous video was just I think 9 minutes long, so I could combine this one with the last one. I just can't remember what the last one was. Um, but while I was doing all of this and all that, I did take a break and I went out. Also, I found my boat, and I don't have my boat. I made this. I made a third one. With all the cobblestone I had, I just decided to make a third one to make it a bit better. And I'm not sure if I told y'all that or not, but I did. And one day when I was building the second or third, I lost my boat. And I found out what happened to it. I don't know how, but it ended up on the floor. I also made the harpers and all that, costed me a lot of iron. But in the end, this will actually probably give me a bit more emeralds. Not a lot, but just a bit. And I am happy to say my base is done for now. I'll see y'all later. Have a nice day.